colonization never ended in the white supremacist system. And as we see today, the colonization is in the mind. Now, those who have been enslaved and those who have been colonized, we're still dealing with the remnants of that through the colonization of the mind. Pick up my book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, and we will help deprogram you from the colonization that was put upon you by generations and generations of white supremacy. You can pick it up today on Amazon.com.
Now, you're into the foster industry.
Yes.
So this is the one question that comes up online a lot, and maybe you can answer this. So we see a lot of black children who get into the system, and you always see these black children end up with white foster care parents. And it's like every time it's been, I mean, we even heard the stories about how some of these kids are just dealing with sometimes racial abuse in these households, or even some weird things that go on, you know, in some of these households. So why more black children isn't put with more black, you know, parents that could be, you know, or adopted parents? Because a lot of people ask that question, like, how come they not match? Okay, white children go with white families because it's a cultural thing.
Right.
They understand them a lot more. You know, you don't see. That's just the one question I have.
Okay, and see, this is something that I actually fight for, to be honest.
Okay.
Because one, you know, I look at it like, you know, majority of the children that are in foster care are African Americans and Hispanics.
Okay.
Okay, you rarely have any percentage of Asian. You rarely have any percentage of, well, you do have a percentage of white. You do have that, but they're like the minority, not the majority.
Okay.
And so, you know, I always question that because I'm like, we need this child to be in a home who they can identify with. You know what I mean? Because okay, we can have Becky over here. You know what I mean? But Becky don't know how to comb Shaquisha hair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Becky don't know how to braid. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not trying to be racist, you know, about it. It's the truth and it's the reality. So I look at it as, you know, we need, you know, if that was to happen, it needs to be more support provided to that white family. And it also needs to be, you know, that home needs to be assessed a lot to alleviate, to make sure we don't have no racial stuff going on in that home. You know, to also provide cultural awareness, cultural diversity awareness for that home as well too. But like I said, I'm fighting for having more black children to be in the homes with black families. But what we are at this point right now, you know, we kind of have to deal with what we're working with until we can get what we need done. But in order for us to get what we're working with, we need to make sure that these children are protected in the homes and not just left there. And that's where I am on that.
Yeah, because what I've seen over the years is that sometimes it's not the white parents themselves, it's those family members that come in there, and just the affinity that white supremacy is their culture. Let's call it what it is.
Right.
Well, yeah, I know Joe Bob is kind of that way, but he's not that bad. Yeah, to you he ain't. But what about the black children where he's making all these racial things at them or doing all kind of microaggression things to these children?
Right.
So I'm always concerned, especially when they go to an African nation and they go bring these children back.
Yeah.
I just get so concerned. I mean, even Ethiopia stopped white folks from even adopting these children because they were bringing them to basically home of horrors. You know,
it kind of reminds you of the movie, Jordan Peele movie, the one with the teacup.
Oh, Get Out.
Get Out.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of get Out vibes when it comes to that. And so I actually have Caucasian families that have some African American kids in their home. You best believe we on that home like white on rice though, because I want to ensure my case managers, they do unannounced visits. If these children even notify that something racist or anything that's going on, we call it into the hotline immediately and we're removing the kid out of the home. And that's just what that is. So, you know, we have to put protective measures in place until we can get to that point of that benchmark of having our children in homes that look like them. Because at this point right now, they have children. I even have black families. They got white kids in their house and Mexican kids and things like that. Like, it's like a whole rainbow coalition going on in the home. You know what I mean? But we have to also protect the rights of all children at the end of the day.
Right.
So it's kind of like, you know, we have to just, you know, we have to be vigilant about what's happening in those homes, because if not, you have a lot of children, and I've noticed in the statistics, a lot of them, let's say out of 100%, you'll have like 60% of kids that's been molested in the foster care system. So that's why when you own a foster adoption agency, you have to be vigilant, making sure that you're there, making unannounced visits, pop-up visits, making sure that the caseworkers doing their job. And that's why I do what I do, to put my foot of accountability on their behind when they're not doing their job. And so that's kind of where we are. So thank God that we haven't had no incident like that, because of the practices that we use. So that's kind of
yeah. And at the same time, they really don't want you to come after them too much, because your voice kind of carries, and so they're like, I don't want Dr. Candace on me, so let me just do what I need to do.
Yeah, and one thing that I do not play about for sure, I don't play about black people, I don't play about elderly people, and I don't play about children. And especially women who can't defend themselves, or special needs people, special needs men or women. I don't play with that. And these are the people that's getting, that they take advantage of as well too. So they have to always have somebody who's going to stand in the gap for them. Because I think I have a nursing home that I'm about to hit next week, with them doing some.
Oh boy, nursing homes are notorious for doing things to those people. Oh yeah, I've covered those things over the years too.
Yeah, and then when it comes to dealing with with residential child care licensing, and this is the agency that regulates providers like myself, that owns residential treatment centers. These are facilities where children behaviors are kind of bad to where they can't be in a foster home. Then you have the GROs, which is a general residential operation, and those behaviors, they actually can be in a foster home, but they need a little bit more support services.
Right.
And then you have the shelters, and then of course you have the foster homes, and then you have treatment foster homes, right? So residential child care licensing does the regulatory piece for that, okay? So Monday, y'all be able to look at, because your girl is finna raise that hammer on residential child care licensing behind come Monday, because I got them forging documents and everything.
Yeah, expose them.
I'm exposed. They behind if you ever want to see it. So y'all want to stay tuned for that one.
All right, that's definitely so. Dr. Candace, let people know how, like, if they how they can contact you, your social media website. Let people know, because I know once they see this, you gonna get some calls.
Okay. Well, my email is cmatthews. That's C as in cat, then Matthews MATTHEWS @rainbowpush.org. I have 2 Facebook pages. Well, I normally have a whole bunch of them because the Republicans they be trying to get me, so I have to do several pages because I be cutting up with them.
Why you gotta do several pages?
Because I have, because a lot of them be trying to come to my page trying to come for a sister, and then when I go ahead and give them the tea, then they want to turn around and report me.
Oh, yeah, I need to tell you how to prevent that behind the scenes.
Yeah, so, but I have several pages, so, and then I come back, I say, I said what I said, and I come on a whole nother page and get on their behind. So, anyway, and that page is Candace Matthews Dr, which is CANDICE Matthews MATTHEWS. You can use that one for Instagram, and then my other page is Dr Candace Matthews, and that's Facebook as well. And then of course you can look me up, Dr. Candace Matthews, Twitter, and then also TikTok. My daughter done got me hooked up with the TikTok stuff. I didn't know nothing about the TikTok, y'all. I didn't know nothing about that. And now I'm a whole celebrity on TikTok.
That's how I discovered you. It's TikTok, So just the videos just came up. I was just scrolling through. I said, "Ooh, what's going on here?" So that just kind of. So I followed your page on TikTok and said, "I don't know who this lady is. But I'm gonna follow her." So that's how that started. So
yeah,
you got to be on social media these days.
Absolutely. And then I also want to throw this out here too for the people that are having problems that are on HUD. You know what I mean? Because now that we have it open to where, it's open season on these slumlords. Because I meant what I said to them. I say, if you run around here having an apartment complex like this, you've been put on notice, and you better tighten up because you're going to be next. And I meant what I said. So those of you that's having these issues, email me, C. Matthews at rainbowpush.org. Now, look here. I don't want to know how you feel. I don't want to know what you think. I need the facts. I need the complaint letter. I need the apartment that you're living in. I need the unit number. I need video. And I need pictures. Don't tell me nothing. I need that. Because in order for me to help you, I have to have the facts. Not what you think and not what you feel, because I have to constantly tell people this, And sometimes, they be wanting me to call you and stuff. Baby, your girl is busy. I can't just be having a dry conversation with you, because I'm trying to help behind the scenes doing some more stuff. So help a sister out.
I can relate because, you'll get emails about they just want to talk. They want you. I'm like, listen, I don't have time.
Yeah.
So I know you don't have time. I don't have time.
Yeah. And it's not that we trying to be mean.
No, not at all.
But it's like, baby, I can't just be having dry conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I tell my husband, I'm like, look, baby, I can't be running around here having this dry conversation because I got this going on. He be like, wait a minute, hold up.
Yeah. Say, wait a minute, I'm not them. I'm your
yeah.
husband.
And I be like, oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry, baby, I'm sorry. I'm going to get it together.
Yeah, you got to tone that down.
Yeah, you got to know,
and then being so busy like that, you have to definitely make time and prioritize even your relationship.
Yeah, that's hard, man.
But I'm just saying because, like I said,
my husband like a home cooked meal chat. Look, let me tell you something.
Of course he do.
Look here, after I done went over here tearing up somebody's head, right? Then I got to go pick up the children. Then after I pick up the children, I already got to put the meat out the night before because my husband like to eat everything with rice and gravy. I don't care if it's oxtails, poke bones, neck bone. My husband like to eat the good stuff because I know how to cook it. I'm Creole now, so I know how to cook and stuff. Mm-hmm. So, baby, I had to get that food ready for her because, baby, I'm not going to hit the last of it. And then my children, they love beans and rice, gravy and rice, mac and cheese, all this stuff. Like, I'm cooking full course meals for these suckers. You understand? And then I got to be able to make time. You have to be able to make time for your spouse. You know what I mean? Because I don't need my husband running out here trying to get him a side piece because then you're going to see me on the news or something else. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all, I'm just keeping it real. I'm a real person, So, you got to make sure everything tighten up, because at the end of the day, you have some of these people that's over here with this fake stuff. There ain't nothing fake about me. What you see is what you get. And that's just what it is. I can't be no other way. I don't care if you don't like my delivery. I really don't give a damn. Because I said what I said and I meant it.
Yep. And with that being said, make sure y'all email her. Email her, like she said, the info. Not just to say how you feel. And Dr. Matthews, we definitely thank you for stopping and taking the time out your busy day, to talk to us. This was a great conversation with me. You remind me a lot of my aunt. That's why I'm laughing a lot. You just like my aunt in so many ways. It's crazy.
That Port Arthur come out, baby.
Yeah,
it'll come out.
I hear it.
Yes, and my mama is straight PAT. Matter of fact, I'm kidding the Chad Butler that was with Pimp C.
Yeah, that's
my cousin. His mom and my mama cousin.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, so you already know we keep it real around here.
Yes, ma'am.
So I really enjoyed this interview because I was very happy to even do this interview. I was really pleased with it. So and it was really good to meet you because I was like, oh, I'm following this guy. I like him. I like how he did the story on how he did with us and stuff. I say I like how he just put it all together. I thought it was pretty cool. So, hey, this not going to be the first or the last because I got a lot of work for you to follow.
And we're definitely interested in that. So definitely thank you for joining us. And, God bless for sure.
Thank you because I'm going to need them, honey.
Hey family, on November 20th through December 1st, 2022, we will have the all-inclusive Kenya trip. Now, a lot of times people have said, Phil, when's the next trip we'd like to go? I want to see Africa for myself, but this is the time to go. Everything will be taken care of. All excursions are paid. You can do monthly payments. They'll have safari and a 6-city tour. You will see Charlie Island, which is something that we did not see last time on the tour. This tour will be 12 days instead of 7 days. So make sure to secure your place on the trip by going to www.wbsvs.com, make your deposit, and then you can start making your payments, and we'll see you in Kenya.